Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Snap Material Podcast. March has arrived. The Ides of March. That's right. I don't know. What is the Ides of March, Evan Bevins? Tell everybody.
It's definitely a thing that is referenced in a Shakespeare play.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we'll tie that to Marvel Snap somehow. Just stick around. Wait till the very end. We are going to talk about the new season of Marvel Snap. This is titled...
The Ides of March is March 15th, according to Google AI.
Oh, well, we're early then.
It's a day on the Roman calendar that marks roughly the midpoint of any month. So the Ides of March would be March 15th.
Okay, all right.
So we're early. We're ahead of the curve.
We are recording exactly 1 month after we recorded last time, which is really cool.
Consistency.
Last month was Guardians Greatest Hits Volume 2. This upcoming season is X-Men Origins of Apocalypse. And I almost put X-Men Origins, but no, it's X-Men Origins of Apocalypse. We'll be talking about the 2 new seasons. We've got our meta and unlocks. And of course, we got a top 5. We haven't done a top 5 in a while. We had this sitting on the back burner. Our top 5 skill cards. This is going to be fun.
Well, hang on. It's the top 5 skill cards we want to see, right?
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay, I did not rank the skill cards.
Top 5 skill cards we want to see. What is going on here? You sent me the picture of...
Well, it's the new loading screen for the season, and I just think that the placement of the Marvel Snap logo is really unfortunate there.
It really is.
Clearly, Apocalypse is into survival of the fittest with his, what would that be, a 30-pack?
Mm-hmm.
I am assuming he's got some Egyptian briefs under there.
Sure.
But you can't really tell from the way the logo is positioned there.
No,
so
I didn't even see that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Guardians Greatest Hits Volume 2 first here. So this dropped February 3rd, 2026. We're going to start things off with a bang. Star-Lord, Master of the Sun, 4 cost, 3 power. This was the Premium Pass Series 5 card on reveal. Next turn, you get +1 energy for each turn you've ended with unspent energy. This gains that much power. Evan Bevins, what'd you think of this card? Because a lot of people had thoughts.
Well, I apparently missed a lot of those thoughts, although I know it didn't make it out of the season before it got nerfed.
Yeah.
Yep. I got it. I liked it. I used it, and I wrote it to Infinite pretty quick.
Oh, boy. So
the way I started out, I think your friend Majestic Wingbert was in here at one point. And then I did just have the Fin Fang Foom back on it, but I called it Merge Dragon because that was a game my daughter got me to play with her. But it was less about the dragon and more about the merging, because I would use Star-Lord to get my options out there, but the payoff was usually some combination of maybe Jessica Jones or Star-Lord merging with Man-Spider, merging with Absorbing Man, and then tossing Taskmaster in there. So, yeah, it was like the decks that have worked best for me. It's one of those that you could get some big swings on toward the end. So I had Bruce Banner in there to Hulk out, Sunspot to catch the energy I wasn't spending, Ravonna Renslayer to get Man-Spider and Taskmaster a little cheaper, Magic to buy me extra time, Luna Snow to get me some additional energy, and then Gladiator just because I needed another Gladiator, Star-Lord, or Jessica Jones that I would usually try to merge with Man-Spider.
That sounds rough.
So, yeah, it worked out pretty well, but then, I don't know, once I got into Infinite, except for those random people who never play a single card, I had at least 3 battles like that.
That's strange.
Except for them, kind of moved off of that. We can talk about that in the meta, but yeah, Star-Lord didn't make it into Merge Dragon 2.1.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I liked it. I think I heard some concerns. I know I saw some people hitting me with like Star-Lord and then Zola. I think one of the folks that people like to bring in after Star-Lord was Fin Fang Foom, who, alas, I have not acquired yet. So, yeah, I could see it being useful. I personally, other than getting to Infinite faster than I have recently, I didn't notice anything too off about it because you still had to hold back some of your energy spending and things like that. I definitely found it useful, but at least the one I was doing, things could go wrong pretty quick. So yeah, you could get a lot of power, but it wasn't too hard to throw a wrench into that one. I know they did nerf him down to a 4-3, which didn't change my opinion of him at all, because the 2 base energy, his base energy isn't why you're putting him in your deck to begin with.
Yeah, I ran into him a little bit, and yeah, he caused some problems for me every once in a while. Towards the end of the season after they nerfed him, I didn't see like a huge... Actually, to be honest, as frequent as everybody was saying he was, I didn't see him that much. Or as prevalent as it seemed like everybody was trying to say was going on. So I did face him, and I didn't like facing him. The deck I was using most of the season seemed to have an answer every once in a while for him, which was kind of nice. I did go on a real nasty, like, gosh, I really don't like playing against people. Let's do a no fun deck and just ruin everybody's fun for some reason for a little bit. But that didn't last very long either, because it seemed like Star-Lord, that wasn't really hampered too much by Star-Lord. But anyway, so yeah, he was a big deal. He was definitely a big deal. All right, next up, Magus. Magus. 2 cost, 3 power, super premium pass, series 5 card. Activate, copy the text of a character in your deck with cost equal to your unspent energy without using its on reveal. So I did see him very often. I thought maybe he'd be a little bit more widespread and seen, but that was not the case for me anyway. Did you run into this guy at all?
I got him.
Okay.
I went for a seasonal series 5 pack, and he was actually a bonus in it. So he was the second character I got in it. I've put him in a deck or two. I don't think I've ever gotten him to work. My note on our doc was, I don't get it. I got him, but I don't get how I'm supposed to use it.
Yeah.
I guess they buffed him. Maybe it's a nerf because they dropped him to a 2-3 to give you more time to use him. I found him in one deck that I didn't even remember putting him in, and I think the only reason I put him in it was because it didn't have a bunch of on reveals. So I thought, well, maybe I can make something work. But the best idea I had for him was my Savage Sword of Shulkanaut deck, where you're shooting for a turn 7 and you don't play anything on turn 6. And so then I figured if I activated him there, then maybe he could get, but I don't know what he would character in your deck. So I don't know if that means someone who hasn't been drawn. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't figured out a way to use him yet.
Yeah.
Which means that at some point I'm going to put him in a deck. I do have one card that I think he fits with mechanically, and one card that I think he fits with because I don't know what to do with it either. So going to try that deck at some point.
All right. After that, it's Moondragon, 2 cost, 2 power, end of turn, plus 2 power if you played 1 card this turn and spent all your energy. She seemed pretty frequent, because I would think I've ran into her a fair amount. I don't know about as much as Star-Lord, but definitely more than Magus. So
yeah,
I don't know if she made a big impact. She's a 2 cost, and I wasn't trying to figure out the strategy or try to throw a wrench into whatever a Moondragon strategy was. So I don't know. No, your thoughts?
It's not a card I'm going to go out of my way to get or build around, but I could see a lot of times, I guess where she really works. My first thought was player with Wiccan and speed, but probably the place where she would work best is if your finishing move, so to speak, is playing like an Eliath or Red Hulk, a 6 cost card, and then boom, suddenly you get plus 2 power, and that can make the difference somewhere. So it's more like a happy bonus, which I do have a deck that I was going to talk about
called Happy Bonus.
No, it's called the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, nobody expects that.
Yeah, exactly. But our next card is the one that caused me to put that deck together. And so I think if I ever got Moondragon, she could go in that, which would make sense because there's a family connection.
Oh, yeah. And that's Drax, Avatar of Life, 3 cost, 4 power, end of turn, plus 3 power if your opponent played a card with greater power this turn. Move to that card if you'd be winning its location.
Or as I like to call him, Drax AOL. And far be it for me to tell you how to produce a podcast, but this would be a great time to drop in that old dial-up internet.
Yes, it would. Yeah, I saw, this was one of the cards that I really wanted to get. I found myself focusing on the Series 4. I think that's because you said, well, I've got every one of them. And I was like, oh, well then. I've gotten at least 2 Series 5 cards by opening Series 4 packs. So. That's what makes it more tempting, actually.
Yeah.
But I haven't got him yet. This was the one card that I really wanted to get a hold of this season. So you ended up with him, though, right?
I think I just paid the extra 1,000 tokens to make sure I got him. Because that was the card out of all of these this season, other than Star-Lord. That was the one that I wanted the most. Whenever it's like, oh, you can boost its power and boost it more than once, I'm always like, oh, I'll go crazy with this. So that didn't happen, but I know I specifically won a game because of him and specifically lost a game because of him.
Oh, really?
And after I won the game, that's when I developed the Spanish Inquisition deck, which includes him, Captain Marvel, and Baku.
Oh, yes. Oh,
yeah, three folks who move around and upset your plans, and then I've just got several cards to boost their power up. And as long as I'm boosting power, I may as well have Superior Spider-Man and my old buddy, never doubted him for a second, Sebastian Shaw.
Never doubted him for a second.
Penny Parker's been working her way into a lot of decks lately because, well, it was a bunch of merge cards. And then she can move, or Spider can move to another location. Got Galacta, Agony, your buddy Majestic Wingbert.
Mm-hmm.
And then the leader, because, man, if you deploy the leader in the right spot, he can ruin someone's day.
Well, after that is probably... So we go from like one of the most wanted cards of the season to probably one of the least wanted cards of the season, and that was Kraglin.
Don't just limit it to the season.
He's a 3-cost, 3-power, on reveal. Banish the top card of your deck. It just goes away. If it was 4-cost or higher, +2 energy next turn. Woohoo! Otherwise, give this +4 power. Yeah, I put down here staying away, and I did. I just don't know how you can try to find something. I think we discussed this last time. Like, they need to do something with Banish to kind of make this more of a positive than negative.
Something with Banish.
Do something with Banish.
Yeah, after I spent my extra 1,000 tokens on Drax, there were 6 cards in a seasonal Series 5 pack, and I would have been fine with any of them. Like Moondragon, I don't know, but I could see some uses for Moondragon. So 6 cards, Shang-Chi, Lockheed, whoever else was in the Guardian season, all those were good options. I got Kraglin.
Oh, gosh. Kraglin is the little things in the bottom of the Captain D's box. You get your fish in.
I don't know, but I appreciate those every once in a while.
I do, too. I'm a big I'll eat some Kraglins. I ain't afraid of it.
Now, maybe if we get like a variant where it's Sean Gunn, because I didn't even know that they had made a comic book version of Kraglin, and it's clear this isn't the movie version.
Oh, yeah.
So, or why he hangs around with Dupe's excessively salivating cousin. Let's put it that way. Yeah. I don't know what you do with this. +2 energy is nice. +4 power is nice. What card do you not want?
That's 4 cost.
I don't remember if we said this in the recording or not. The only time I can think is like, well, if I had Howard the Duck and I had a bunch of extra rocks in my deck and I knew a rock was coming up, Kraglin's the dude I would call.
Yeah, right. That's I just don't know. I'm sure what they're going to do, they'll probably... I wish I saw... There's probably a stat thing out there. There's probably some kind of website that's keeping track of these stats. I need to see, like, the least used cards. And I want to see what the bottom 5 are. And I feel like Kraglin's going to fall right in that. So...
And Magus, too. So part of me wants to put the two of them in a deck together. Because for Magus to work, you've got to not use some energy. And here's a card you probably don't want to play. So...
Right.
Honestly, I think one of the main abilities that Kraglin might have is that he makes Kang and Nightmare that much more dangerous.
Okay. All right.
Because you might accidentally get Kraglin.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know, but there is one other card that at least its effect kind of mirrors Kraglin. So if you found a deck where you're like, dude, I got to get Kraglin out here, then maybe you might as well put Mole Man into because he banishes cards.
Right.
Now, there are some cards coming up this season where Mole Man's a little more useful, so maybe I don't know what you would want to do with Kraglin.
He'll be an experiment for quite a while. Try and get him useful. All right, next up, this is a card that I've seen quite a bit. This is Jack Flag, 3 cost, 3 power. Ongoing, your cards here with increased power have +2 power. So yeah, I've seen him quite a bit. So people obviously were gravitating and picking him up, and he was more later towards the end of the season too. Mm-hmm. So it seemed like, and he was definitely making a difference in some of the games that I was playing. He's not huge, but it was definitely making a difference. So you got any thoughts?
Yeah, well, he was a partner of Captain America's, and he would work really well with Captain America. I've got a deck I want to put him in that has a bunch of ongoings and Captain America adjacent characters. Mm-hmm. Would like to get him and put him in there. I think I was hoping to get him when I got another 3 card. Hate to just keep piling on. I'll just say it rhymes with Bagman, but the bombastic Bagman. Anyway, so yeah, I can see where he would be good. I think we mentioned last time with Silver Surfer because he's a 3 cost and he boosts other cards that already have a boost. So yeah, it's one that just keeps compounding what you have. One of the things that's really fun and snap and effective is just boosting the boost you already have. So he's a card that's got to work in tandem with others, which my limited exposure to Jack Flag, which is reading his background on a Hero Clicks card and reading the issue where he got killed, is that Jack Flag works well with others. Okay. I don't think he ever got his own series, but he's a team player.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that works pretty well. I would like to get him. Wish I'd gotten him.
Yep. If you played Grand Arena this past season, you were probably shooting for major victory. 3 cost, 4 power. On reveal, add 2 members of the Guardian's crew to your hand. I did not play the games this season as much as I should have. I didn't even play Sanctum Showdown. That was under a pretty gnarly stomach virus. So I think that impacted Sanctum Showdown for sure. But Grand Arena, I wasn't feeling it for some reason.
I wasn't either this time.
Yeah. I didn't go for him. I may have seen him once out there. I don't know, man. What are you thinking?
I'll tell you one reason you didn't see him very much is because you didn't play Sanctum Showdown.
Oh, well, okay.
dude was made for Sanctum Showdown because he gives you 2 Guardians, and I think Rocket's even on the banned list, isn't he? Or he was at one point, but he can give you Rocket. So my Sanctum deck actually had 2 Guardians in it. I had Drax and Gamora in it, and I took them out because he gives me 2 Guardians.
Yeah, you can't complain about that.
Yeah, so yeah, he's perfect for Sanctum Showdown. I just like him because I could probably count on one hand the number of comics I've read with Major Victory in it. But let me break down why I like him. Okay, 1, he's got an awesome name.
Yeah,
Major Victory. It's like an homage to Cap. It's a great name. 2. If you take away his code name, his name is Vance Astro.
Yep.
Technically, it's Vance Astrovic.
Yeah.
But at some point, dropped the Vic, so his name's Vance Astro. 3, he looks cool. He's holding Captain America's shield. He's in the 30th century, but he's from the 20th century. He's got Captain America's shield. He was a new warrior.
Yep.
Eventually, he just works on so many levels, and the card's pretty good too. I tossed him in with Collectasaur. And then obviously Sanctum Showdown, that's where he's meant to show. They need to just change that to like Guardian Showdown or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need a location, and Sanctum Sanctorum is a recognizable yet slightly generic sounding location. I don't know, but I liked all those things about him. Major Victory is one of those characters who he's not one of my favorites like Thunderstrike or Beta Ray Bill or something, but the esteem I hold him in is disproportionate to my actual knowledge about and experience with him. It's just like I'm just glad Major Victory is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad there's a spaceman from the future who was also a new warrior and has Captain America's shield.
That's a cool looking card too. Next up, Sanctum Showdown gave you Starhawk if you played long enough. 2 cost, 2 power. On reveal, on odd turns, give you cards at the left location plus 1 power. Or, if it's an even turn, give it to the right location. I wasn't interested in the events this season, and this one, Starhawk seemed just almost on the order of a kind of like a Jack Flag, a support person that's kind of out there. He's not going to turn the game a whole lot. Maybe he'll fit in a deck. I saw somebody talking about a Cerebro deck, which makes sense. If you've got your 2 powers over here and you want to do something with the 2 powers, and then you can time it to where Starhawk can get laid out and give them all +1, then great. Boom, there you go.
Yeah, get him with Ravana Renslayer.
Yeah.
To get Cerebro out there quicker. He actually works well in Sanctum Showdown as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can tailor it to where you want your power to go. If you put him on that location, he'll boost himself. So, yeah, he's not a game breaker, but especially in something where early on 1 or 2 power can make the difference, he's especially good in there.
Mm-hmm. Right. Did you have anything
Be
else?
another good one to go with Gilgamesh.
Finishing out the season here, we got locations. We got Proscenium. This is a family show, Jesse. I was just waiting for you to say it. Cards reveal here.
No.
Cards reveal here with +2 power. I did say this was not conducive to my Bastion Bro deck that I'd been using most of the season, so did not help me out a whole lot. I thought, boy, I'm going to get real slick with this thing, and we'll go ahead and Legion it and do all sorts of stuff. But this is one of those locations that benefits both sides, and really there wasn't an advantage to Legioning this thing at all. But regardless, it was a location. It's kind of nice to have it out there when you need it. So, what's your thoughts?
I was fiddling with that merge deck at that point. So like Sebastian Shaw, Agony, people I was trying to boost up. That was helpful there. There are some cards that it works better with. But like you said, it benefits both sides. So it really depends on which cards you have. But every little bit helps.
That's right. Then next up is the Milano, a rework of a previous location. Add a member of the Guardians crew to your hand. Man, this was a nice little random location that gave, well, I should say location that gave you random stuff, which I didn't mind that. I don't mind getting extra cards in my hand. I tried to Legion it. It was an okay location.
You see it and you're like, oh, okay, this is going to make or break me this game. But if you get a Gamora or heck, any of those Guardians that give you +4 at the right spot, that can be helpful.
Yeah.
So it's certainly better than the previous incarnation where you could only play there on turn 5.
Yeah. Pretty lame. Okay. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's our
Certainly
discussion.
not worthy of the legacy of Alyssa Milano.
Absolutely not. That is our discussion on the previous season, Guardians Greatest Hits Volume 2. Thanks a lot for joining us. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the next installment of Snap Material.